Hey guys, it's Hitman23. Happy Sunday. I'm here doing my promised showcase video of the 1999 Lords of the Diamond insert set, the refractor version, the best version. In my opinion, anything with refractorage is king. Thought I'd give a quick overhead shot of the entire set together, and then because I think it looks nice, and then we'll move over to my desk area and I'll do each card individually. I've been trying different ways to shoot these cards and nothing was working out, so bear with me. I'm not an expert at these type of videos, but I think they all look really cool as a unit, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I'm going to show each card individually. I'm going to start with card number 15 and work my way down to number 1. Interesting as it goes, the first card is the only picture in the entire insert set is the Professor Greg Maddux. And yeah, he's card number 15 in the set. And the only pitcher, like I said. So everybody else is hitters. And it's a bunch of 90s glory. Or late 90s glory. I really wish... I don't know, I feel like these... this phone doesn't do the justice to these cards as they appear in real life. I think that's a lot of times what happens. The cameras don't do the cards justice. But you can see how just gorgeous that card is, and it's got the die cut on top, of course. We got card number 15, Greg Maddux. And then we got card number 14, we got Mike Piazza in his Mets uni. I need to get a Mike Piazza card with him in his Marlins uniform for his, 8 games he spent on the Marlins. But yeah, these cards are just gorgeous. Such a great set. And there is Mr. Piazza, or some people like to call him Mr. Pizza. Let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit. There we go. That's better. See the whole kit and caboodle right there. And then card number 13, we have the big cat, Andres Galarraga, who had a very, very solid career, could play really good first base, could hit for average power, the whole 9 yards. Father of Andres Galarraga Jr., who lost that in perfect game back in the day. But again, just great-looking cards. Look at the shine on that baby. So there we go there. And then card number 12, one of the GOATs. We got Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn. Tony's looking a little portly in that photograph as he, advanced on his career. He got that little portly look for us, doing us portly guys. I don't know, doing something. But if you look at his stats and just over his career and the numbers in terms of hits and his strikeout numbers are just unbelievable. He struck out in the entire decade of the 90s, less than people strike out in a year now. It's just insane. It's insane. Tony Gwynn was one of my favorites. He was a great, obviously a great baseball player, and he was just a cool dude. But there's a Tony Gwynn. And we'll put him here and go across. Next card, card number 11. We got, who is this? I can't see. Oh, it's Darren Erstad. Remember Darren Erstad? He played on the Angels back in the day. It was him and Tim Salmon and Garrett Anderson in the outfield. Pretty good outfield there. Solid career. I think he finished his career off with the Astros. So Darren Erstad, one of the guys you don't really hear of or about really much anymore. Kind of forgotten. And then we have card number 10. we have Noma. Shout out to Mr. Fisher Bike. Nomar came on with gangbusters in, 97, 98. He had a really awesome career with the Red Sox, and then they traded him away, I think in, 04 to the... Did he go to the Dodgers or the Cubs first? I can't remember. I think he went to the Dodgers. Then he played for the Cubs and the A's, I think, at the end of his career. But he was definitely a great player. And part of that whole shortstop class of the mid-90s, him and A-Rod and Jeter and Alex Gonzalez and Miguel Tejada. So, really good crop of shortstops there. Thought that guy was going to finish his career with the Red Sox, but didn't happen. So, Nomar. And then card number 9, we've got Mr. Controversy himself, Barry Bonds. We all know what Barry Bonds did. And he's up for, election to the Hall of Fame in the Eras class or whatever they call it now. So we'll see. We'll see. But the Bonds, Barry Bonds, right there. Shot of his great follow-through. Probably hit a home run in that picture, I'm sure. But let me show you the backs, too. I didn't show you the backs of these. So that's the back of the cards. I'm not going to show you the back of every card. But, of course, this gives you a little rundown on the player. Very nice. Very nice. This is a great set, guys. Really, really good set. Next guy is a big-time 90s player. This guy was definitely looking like he was headed to the Hall of Fame. He had a couple of MVPs. Field hitter. Juan Gone. Remember him against the Yankees in the playoffs in 96? He was feared. He was a great hitter. But unfortunately got, mixed up in that whole PED thing. It is what it is. But nonetheless, a great card. And if you watched baseball in the 90s, you had to know who Juan Gonzalez was. You can't talk about the 90s without talking about Juan Gone. So there is his entry into the set. And then we got card number 7. Why do I feel like I'm skipping numbers? Another one, A-Rod. A-Rod. Now, A-Rod is an enigma to me. Obviously, one of the all-time greats. Unfortunately, really messed up with the whole PED thing and the denial and everything else. I never felt... he was a guy that the Yankees acquired that I never warmed up to. Him and Roger Clemens, I could never warm up to as a Yankee. I mean, I liked that they were on the team, but I was never, full-fledged behind them. Just couldn't do it. But here he is in his Seattle uniform, the team he came up with. So that's really cool. Nice fielding photograph there. And that is the A-Rod card. Card number 6. How about Jeff Bagwell? Played his entire career with the Houston Astros. Could run for a first baseman. He had a nice, number of stolen bases. He's a, Hall of Famer. Great player. Feared hitter. I mean, when he got up to bat, man, it was, he meant business. He meant business. And, yeah. I don't know if that's the greatest photo I would have chosen. It's an okay photo. I'm not loving that photo, but again, it's part of the set, so there it is. As we move along. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. And who's this? Big Mac. Big Mac. There he is in his Cardinals uni. He came to the Cardinals in, 98, I think. Yeah, he was on the Cardinals in 98. That was the year. The home run chase was going on, and it was crazy. So there is the Big Mac attack card. And again, just look at the colors in those designs there. Just fantastic looking cards. I can't say it enough. It doesn't take much to impress me with baseball cards. I just love them so much that, like, I don't know. I just think I can find something cool in pretty much any card. I don't know. I can. Card number 4. Card number 4. We got the Big Hurt. And yes, he definitely put a big hurtin' on baseballs. And now he's a pitchman for what, some sort of supplement, some, like, Nugenics or something. Him and Doug Flutie, I think, do it. But this guy was one of the greatest right-handed hitters ever to play. Feared slugger. Had a nice, long career. And Hall of Famer, of course. Hall of Famer. And there is the big Hoyt. And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. And we got card number 3. And it's none other than Slammin' Sammy Sosa. Him and Mark McGwire, which is right there. It'll kind of be cool for a second or two. They'll be next to each other. They kind of owned the baseball world in '98 when they were chasing down Roger Maris. And, it was great theater. And I remember it well. I was watching TV. In fact, I think I might have recorded it and had it on a VHS tape somewhere. And I'm not even sure if I have the tape anymore. But I remember the game, and it was a good time, man. It was a good time. They definitely brought the eyes back to baseball that year, because it was a couple of years it was suffering after the strike in, 94 they had the strike, and then 95, 96, 97, it took a while for baseball to get back in the good graces of the people. And in 98, these guys came out and did their thing, and whether, whatever you want to say, they did what they did, and was it encouraged? Who knows? And whatever. I'm not here to talk about that, but just to show you some beautiful looking cards and some good memories of times gone. So there's Slammin' Sammy and Mark McGwire together again next to each other right there. We're getting down to the end. We got the last 2 cards coming up. Card number 2, another Hall of Famer, one of the greatest switch hitters of all time, Chipper Jones. Larry was a Met killer. And the Mets fans hated him. I'm assuming they still hate him. But he was a great player, man. He's solid, long career. Played his whole career with the Braves. I like that kind of stuff. And he was fun to watch. So we got the Chipper Jones at card number 2. Just give you a little more of that refractor shine. And last, but certainly not least, let's do it in the middle here. The toughest card of the entire set. And when I say toughest, I mean, the one you're going to drop the most money on. And it's card number 1. And, of course, it's the kid, Ken Griffey Jr. It was actually this one and the Chipper Jones that I needed to complete the set. But again, that is just a classic card of the probably most beautiful swing ever. Ken Griffey Jr., if he didn't have those seasons where he got hurt, he, would have probably been pushing for the all-time home run record. And just a phenomenal player to watch, fun to watch. He wowed you with everything. His bat, his glove, his fielding, his running, everything. He just was one of those players. So that's it, guys. That is the 1999 Lords of the Diamond insert set, the refractor version. There's 3 versions. There is the paper version that came with tops, and then there was a regular chrome version, and then, of course, you have the refractor version, which, for me, if you're going to do it, you might as well go with the best looking. Though I do have to say, the regular chrome versions are very, very nice. They're actually super cool cards as well. They look almost as good as the refractors do. And sometimes you got to be careful because people try to pass them off as refractors. And I've said it, but I just want to, show you again. If you're looking to buy the refractor, make sure you look at the back of the card, especially if you're especially online. Because if you don't see that word there, refractor, and you can see it right there, it is not the refractor, of course. So don't fall for people saying, a refractor. You got to look at the back of the card. Make sure the back of the card's pictured. If it's not pictured, don't buy it because you're probably not buying a refractor. All right, guys, that's it. 15 minutes, long enough for me. Everybody take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great week at work next week. May the cardboard God shine down upon each and every one of you. I'm out. Hope you enjoy the little showcase here. I'm going to go and do some sorting now. So, yeah. Peace. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.